All right, yo, what's up for y'all watching this on the YouTube replay? I appreciate y'all. We're just gonna be looking at some stocks live. We're gonna be doing analysis on a lot of stocks. So yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know in the chat here. And looks like the market's gonna open red tomorrow because our portfolio is already down 0.4%. So yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and on TikTok right now. So yo, what up? Valinor said, thinking of buying Uber. Thoughts? Yo, actually, I'll give you a quick analysis on Uber. And real quick, I want to go over here and show you this. Yeah, looks like the market's going to open red tomorrow. AMD is already down 1.2. Let me go to the mega caps real quick. Yeah, Google's down. It's like under the percent. It says night market. Google's down 1%. Meta's down 1. Amazon 1.4. Tesla's down 3% right now. So yeah, the overnight market. Actually, we should just see a huge gap down on this candle. Hey, what up, Sermon? Yo, the market is not gonna be happy tomorrow. This is unfortunate. Let's see. Visa, Constellation Energy, and Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia's down 1.5%. Yeah, look at these red candles. This is not great. So, here's Uber Technologies though. I actually like this one. I'd happily own this stock. I'd want to get some exposure to them. Look at their active users. Uber has 171 million monthly active users, and I like that they're still growing a phenomenal amount. Look at this on a quarterly basis. This is their mobility revenue. It's up 25% year over year. So that's some incredible mobility growth. Also, their delivery revenue. This is up 21%. That's like Uber Eats. So yeah, that's what I like about Uber. And they're cranking out FCF, which is free cash flow, making a ridiculous amount of profit. So yeah, that's what's cool about Uber. Hey, what up? Drew said, can we look at LYG? What's this one? Lloyd's Banking. So, a lot of the bank stocks have been doing pretty good. So look at that. They're a $60 billion company, and I like the banks because they usually have a nice dividend. Yeah, look at that. Get a 4% dividend, 50% payout ratio seems fair. And let's see, is the net income. So their net income did just like fall in the most recent quarter. Maybe it was like a one-time adjustment, but yeah, look at that. They usually make over $1 billion of net income a quarter. So yeah, they're cool. Yeah, Lloyd's Banking. Check out Kroger. Yo, music spot. Yo, Kroger stock is one I've been buying here in my Robinhood portfolio. Yo, check this out right now. This is not good. We're down 0.48% in the overnight market. All our stocks are red right now. Google's down 1.3. Jeez. Anyway, oh yeah, but anyway, I was gonna go look at Kroger. In my Roth IRA, I do actually own some Kroger stock. Again, 2 shares of this company. But look at them the past year. A lot of stocks have been falling, but Kroger's actually doing really nice right now. So let me show you what I like about them. Uh, and first off, this is a great dividend play. If you look at the dividend, you get a 1.8% dividend, and the payout ratio is only at 33%. So they actually have so much room to raise. They're already pretty good yield. And look at this PE ratio. They're trading at 17 times net income. So that's why I'm not opposed to buying them. They're at a much more attractive valuation than like a Costco or a Walmart. So yeah, Kroger, defensive grocery store. I do like them. Um, yeah, let's see. Short all under Trump. What is up? What's up, Glam? Is SPCE going up this week? Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know in the chat. We'll check them out here. So this company, unfortunately, is just robbing bankrupt, uh, robbing shareholders. So look in the top right. Look at the market cap. Please avoid this one. They're only worth $100 million. Oh yeah, hey, this software I'm using right here, Eric, is called Mumu. If you want to download it, it's in the link tree in bio. First link there. But anyway, this whole company's worth $100 million. And let's just go to the most recent quarter of net income. They lost $76 million just in the past 3 months, and their actual sales are only 400,000. So please stay away from this company. They're extremely risky. They're probably just going to keep on going lower and lower and lower because they're just so risky. So yeah. Hey, what up, Matthew? How's it going, man? Yeah, so we're just looking at stocks live. Dang, look at this. The market just keeps on going lower. Well, I'll show you this. I like being transparent here. If you got any questions, let me know. Look at us. We're down 8% year to date, yo. So hit the like button for me. We are not doing too good. And look at that. On the one day, we're already down 0.7%. That's probably from Google. Google's already down 1.7. So yeah, be prepared tomorrow. The market is not going to be happy. Dang, Nvidia's down 2. Tesla's down 4. Yeah, someone said Tesla's down 4. Look at that. So yikes. All right. Hey, what up, Raw? All right, so here's a stock, RGLD. So this sounds like gold related. Royal Gold. So, asset. A lot of people want to get into gold right now because whenever there's like inflationary fears or currency fears, people go into gold because it holds its value. So let's see, stream interest. Oh, and this is what's really cool. Look at this royalty interest. So they're collecting a lot of high margin royalties, and wow, it's up 43% year over year. That's actually really interesting. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. They're making over Oh my, I'm gonna add this one to my watch list. Maybe I'll buy this one. Do they pay a dividend? And you get a 1% dividend yield with this company. You get exposure to gold. They haven't done quite as well as gold, but that they're still really interesting. I like the financials there. And here's the actual commodity price of gold. It's IAU, and as you can see, gold is literally at an all-time high right now. So yeah, congrats if you got gold. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Yo, try not to spam here. Um, there we go. Let's see. Let's look at some more stocks here. Yo, what up? Someone said SoFi stock. Yeah, I actually own a little bit of that one here in my um Webull portfolio. So check that out. We own 24 shares and then we're only up 92% on them now. Dang, they're down 3% in the overnight market. Here's why I like this one. I might do a whole video on SoFi and Robinhood, but check out the sales growth. I mean, the sales are at a new record, all-time high, and so is the bottom line here. Look at the net income. If we zoom out, they used to lose net income every quarter. Now they're making net income every quarter. So that's what I really like about SoFi. They have a really nice growth behind them. They're a fintech, they have their own bank. I really like them. Like if we specifically look at SoFi, their financial services revenue, check this out right here. Just their financial services revenue is up 85% year over year to a new record. So incredible growth on SoFi. I do like them. Um, Futures are down point 0.6. Yeah, dude. Uh, Google is at 153 pre-market. Yeah, Colin, Google is such a steal. Here's why, not financial advice. If you don't own Google, maybe you should buy them tomorrow because they're actually at a steal of a valuation. Again, not financial advice. Don't listen to me. But look at the valuation. They're trading at a 19 PE. So they're trading at 19 times net income, which is very fair. And look at the net income. They literally made 26 billion of net income in the most recent quarter, and it's up 28%. And the sales were only up 11%. So what does that mean? They're actually growing their net margin. It went from 24 to 27. And when you're doing, 30 billion of sales a quarter, that's an incredible thing to grow. And also the Google services revenues at a record, their Google Cloud, they own Android, YouTube, Waymo, they have their own quantum chips. So Google's such an innovative company. So that's when you don't trade, you just buy and hold Google forever. And no reason to ever sell them, I think. Oh, yo, Xerox, FXI, what's this one? Yeah, what's up? So this is the iShares China Large Cap ETF. So yeah, let's check out their top holdings. It's a Tencent, Alibaba. This is an EV company. Yeah, wow, look at this Chinese EV car company. They're doing amazing. JD, Bank of China. So hey, that they're doing pretty good. Yeah, so that could be one if you want exposure to China. Nvidia down to 107 overnight. Yo, Jello, what's up? Yo, the market is not happy right now. Good luck tomorrow. Yo, we're about to lose a lot of money. So check this out. Yeah, someone said Nvidia is at 107. Dang, look at that. Nvidia's at 106 right now. This is starting to get a little scary. What are they down year to date? Year to date, Nvidia's down 21%. Yikes. And Nvidia oh no, InnoData is down 6.5% in the overnight market. So yeah, if we go to our Roth IRA right here, we're already down 2% in the Roth IRA. So oh, look at that though. Here's why Kroger is so cool. Kroger is up 0.4% right now. Yo, Alexander, thanks so much for the roses, dude. I really appreciate that. Yo, he said SCONW. What's SCONW? Thanks for the 5 roses, dude. I appreciate that. Um I don't know what stock that is. If you have a different ticker symbol for me, let me know. I can't find that one. SCONW, or I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the chat. I'll check it out. Actual Google amount. Hey, appreciate you, Michael. Yeah. By the way, I might be biased on them. Don't listen to me. Not financial advice. I do own some Google shares, so I might be biased. Look at that. I'm down 6% on them. So we were just green on this position literally last week. So yeah, right up here. Yeah, dude, that's rough on Google. Let's see. Yeah, this company, I don't even know if I want to look at this one. GRRR. So yeah, I would just avoid this one. Nothing's really impressing me here. Like, what are their sales actually? Well, I'll recheck them. So this is from 2023. So this doesn't even have, I don't know if they sell anything right now. I'm just not sure. Okay, you show them with how much they're up. Yo, what up, Rizitsu? How's it going? Yeah, hey, if y'all want to support me, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok right now. If y'all want to help me out, go from the TikTok to the YouTube stream. Hey, here we go. Crypto Cuban said SEB. Is that a stock? So Seaboard, huh? Let's check out this company right here. So they've not done too good. Look at that. They're down from their 2019 price. But they're a $2.6 billion company. Let's see. Commodity trading. So, yeah, look, if you ignore the most recent quarter, it looks like the growth really went away there. What about the pork, marine, liquid fuels? So they're in like a lot of different industries here. That is very interesting. So the revenue is up. So overall, if you average out the 4 quarters, they are making net income, which is pretty cool. But it nothing's really just blowing me away here. Free cash flow. They did just make a lot of free cash flow. I don't know. That they're interesting. ACONW. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this stock right here. So there's no data for this stock right here. Look, there's not even any financials. I don't know what this is. I I legit don't even know what this is because there's not even a financials tab. So I just don't buy that one. Yeah. AMAT, Applied Materials. So let's see. This one has an 18 PE. Actually, this one's at a very fair valuation. Look at that. They're trading at 19 times PE. Let's see. They're in the semiconductor industry. How are their semiconductor sales? Up 9% year over year. Cool. What about the profits here? So the net income did fall 41% year over year, but it was actually a one-time adjustment because the operating profit was up 10%. So um and the free cash flow was 500 million. They're interesting. Hey, what's up, Jello? Hey, what up, Rizitsu? What's good? Yeah, if you got a stock you want me to look at, let me know. I'm gonna launch all my money in Fubo. Wish me good luck. Hey, I know Fubo is getting acquired by Disney, or 80% of Fubo is now owned by Disney, and I do own Disney stocks. So yeah, that Snow White movie was a whole publicity mess for them. Yikes. Let's see here. JW said PLTR. How would you invest a little over 100,000? I'd put the majority of that in just the S&P 500. Ticker symbol VOO. That's the honest answer. And then I play around some individual stocks. But here's Palantir right here. Here's what's so cool about Palantir. The valuation is high, but they deserve a high PE ratio because check this out. The government loves Palantir. Look at this. The government revenue from Palantir is up 41% year over year, literally to a new record. So incredible government revenue growth. And same with the commercial revenue. The commercial revenue is up 31%. So, and they have no debt. Palantir is a debt-free company, no debt whatsoever, and they have 5.23 billion of cash. So, nice. What do you think about? Oh wait, hey, what's up, DG? Good to see you. Brace yourself. It's gonna be a wild week in the market. Yeah, dude. April 1st and April 2nd is gonna be very volatile. Yeah, dude. Look at us already right now. Here's how I know tomorrow's not gonna be fun. Our portfolio in the overnight market, because the market opened 14 minutes ago. We're already down 0.75%. So that's not good. Yeah, Meta's down 2%. No way, dude. I bought Meta over $100 higher than where it is. That's all right. Anyway. So Kuz said, "What do you think about Broadcom?" Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. We'll check them out. I don't care if I'm looking at the YouTube and the TikTok chat. I'm looking at both here. So anyway, here's Broadcom. Look at them. I'm sure they're down in the overnight market as well. But here's what's so cool about Broadcom. A lot of people know them for their semiconductor solutions, but what I like them for is their infrastructure software. For the growth here, look at this. Literally a year ago, it was 1.9 billion. Now it's 6.7 billion in the most recent quarter. Incredible growth there. And if we look at the free cash flow of this company, they just made 6 billion of free cash flow, up 28% year over year. So Broadcom is one to just buy and hold for the long run. Yeah, David East, not good at all. I know. Uh Hey, I just like being transparent. Again, don't listen to me. This isn't financial advice. You could lose a lot of money like I did on this stock right here. So stay diversified. Again, I don't sell anything. I don't got a course book, WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, nothing like that. I'm just on here giving my opinion. So, oh, here we go. Johnny says NFLX. So, dude, Netflix right here. I actually really like this company. They're a subscription model company, and that subscription revenue will really help them out if we go into a recession. Some people just forget to cancel it. But look at this right here. Their premium subscribers last quarter was 282. Now it's 301 million. So incredible premium subscriber growth, and so's the net income. The net income on Netflix is ridiculous. They're just making 2 to 3 billion of net income every quarter. So, like Squid Games, they made so much from that. So, have a good evening. Hey, see you later, DG. Hope you have a good night. And hey, if you want to rewatch the stream or anything, I'm streaming on YouTube. If you miss anything, you can rewatch it. Yo, Umi. Hey, this app right here I'm using, Umi, is called Mumu. If you want to download it, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the very first link there. Oh, and here's a really cool feature they just added. Like, you can track, like, Nancy Pelosi's portfolio. She's been buying a lot of weird stuff like PayPal, Comcast, Disney. It's like Buffett's top holdings and stuff. Anyway, yeah, link tree in bio, very first link if you want to get it. It's a free app. Just got assigned another 100 shares. Yo, Rambo, what's up, dude? Dang. Hey, DG, thanks for the roses. I didn't even see that. Thanks so much for the roses, DG. Have a good night. Yo, Chris Greenfield, what's up, dude? Bro, night trading futures. Yeah, dude, you're right. So NVO, this is the company that owns Ozempic right here. And this stock, unfortunately, has not done too good. Look at this. They're pretty much at a new multi-year low, which is not good. But the valuation is dog cheap here. Look, 21 PE. And the net income's crazy. I think it's like tariff news and FDA news. I don't know, but they're making a boatload of net income. Literally 3 to 4 billion of net income every quarter, which is ridiculous. They'll probably oh, they do pay a dividend, so you get a 2% dividend with this company. I didn't realize they paid a dividend. That makes them a lot more attractive, actually. I liquidated my Tesla just right now, Sermon, or before today, because if you liquidated Tesla on Friday, that was a good decision. Dang, look at Tesla. They're down 4% in the overnight market. This is what's not going to be good. Um, I recommend if you make a trade if the stock does 5%, sell it. Most likely drop more. Hey, Dad Ritsu, yeah, hey, that's like a good trading strategy. But for me, I have so much confidence in a lot of these companies. Like my McDonald's, for example. I have no real reason to ever sell out of this company. I trust them for the long run. Yeah, what's up, Fairway? Yeah. Hey, Sermon, thanks for coming to the YouTube stream. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok, and I'm reading both chats, so don't worry. Texas Instruments, yeah, let's check them out. Let's go back here. Is that TXN? Yeah, so this is like another semiconductor company. Unfortunately, I just don't like this one because they're not really growing that much. So look, the PE is pretty high. They're trading at a 33 PE. And look at the net income down here. The net income is down 12%. I mean, it's just like way down from the previous year. Look at that. They used to make over 2 billion a quarter. Now, it's barely 1.3 billion a quarter. So be careful with Texas Instruments, in my opinion. Yeah, look at that payout ratio. Dang, the payout ratio is now 101%. It's a little high. Yo, thanks, Jello, for the jester. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Um, I know, no problem, Sermon. I appreciate you, homie. They're an amazing company. Yo, which stock you talking about there, Music Spot? I think you said one earlier. I forgot to check them out. My bad. Um, Oh, yo, user said Nvidia. Yeah, they're at $106 right now in the overnight market. Here's why I like Nvidia, and I might actually consider buying them. I do already own AMD, so I don't know, but look at their PC GPU market share. Nvidia has an 18% market share. Their automotive revenue keeps on growing. They just partnered with WeRide and GM, and look at the bottom line, the net income. It's at 22 billion in the most recent quarter, so incredible amount of net income they're still making. So I do like that with Nvidia, and also Nvidia owns a lot of individual companies. Like, actually, we can see Nvidia's portfolio right here. Dang, the Nvidia portfolio is down 18% the past 250 days. They own APLD and WeRide right here. Look at this absolute pump and dump. Like when Nvidia took a stake in this stock, it rallied to 44. Now it's all the way down to 15 again. So I'd avoid that one. They're Chinese and burn money. But um, let's see. I'm not sure if it's a great ticker. ARCC has made some money. Actually, this is one of my favorite BDCs right here. So this is basically a business development company. You're not going to outperform the market owning this, but what's cool about this is they literally have to, by law, pay out most of their income in the form of dividends. So that's why they have this 9% dividend right here. So it's completely sustainable, actually. Not financial advice, but they're a BDC. They have to pay that out by law. It's an unqualified dividend, so you are taxed as short-term capital gains when you receive it. Oh, hey, Lath, this app right here is called Moomoo. Yeah, it's in the link tree in bio, first link here. I love all the analysis you can do on here. Like here, let's look at COKE. So yeah, this is the Coca-Cola bottling company, and look at the valuation. It's actually at a pretty good valuation. Check this out, a 19 PE. Yo, New York, how's it going, man? Yeah, we'll check out that stock. I got you. So yeah, they're trading at a 19 PE, and they actually bottle for Monster as well. They bottle for Monster and Coca-Cola. And look at the net income; it's really consistent. It's over 100 million a quarter, which is really cool. And you get a really small dividend. Yeah, 0.3% yield, but the payout ratio is a 5%. That's really low. So anyway, yo, what up, New York? So CRDO, let's check it out. Yeah, so Credo Technology. So this is a $6.8 billion company. They're pretty good. Yeah, hey Joey, all the apps I'm using, all of them are in the link tree in my bio. I got a bunch of apps here, but this one I'm on right now is in the first link in there. But anyway, look at the net income here. Wow, look at that. They actually just made net income for the first time, 29 million. Yeah, the sales, look at this huge jump of the sales. It was up 150%, and they made 29 million of net income, and they have no debt as well. That's a monster balance sheet. I actually really like that stock. I'll add it to the watch list. I've mastered the art of buying high and selling low. Hey, that's what's up. Uh, hey, that's a good thing to master. Yeah, here's my portfolio. Yeah, I just like being transparent again. Don't listen to me. I don't sell anything. I don't got a course book, Discord. Dang, we're down 1% in the overnight market. We just keep on going lower. Yo, drop a like for me. I'd appreciate that. Also, if we go to our Webull portfolio, let's see. We're down. What are we down the most on right now? AMD is down 1.8. Robinhood's down 4. Yo, I'm thinking about doing a whole video just on Robinhood analysis. I do really like this stock actually. Um, yeah. Oh, someone said SoFi stock. Yo, I do own some SoFi as well. If you kind of look right here, I got not much. Again, with these risky companies, you don't want to have a lot of money in them. But I do own SoFi, and I'll be quick about this one. But they're a fintech. You know, they have their own banking charter. I do like them as a growth company. Yeah, look at just their financial services revenue. Just this revenue, you know, a year ago was 98 million. Now it's 250 million just in the most recent quarter. It's up 84% year over year. Incredible, you know, growth there. And so is the bottom line. If we look at the net income, they're making net income every quarter. When if we zoom out, they used to lose a bunch of money every quarter. So SoFi, I do like them as a growth company, but you don't want to have that as a huge position. Fabian said SNOW. Let's see. So this is Snowflake. This is like Palantir's competitor. They do what Palantir does. But here's the thing about this company that I don't like. There's good news and there's bad news. So here's the really good news. Look at this revenue growth. It is nuts. It's up 29% year over year to a new record. It hits a new record every quarter. But if we go to the net income right here, this is what's kind of scary. They're losing a lot of money every quarter, like 400 million every quarter. So I'd like to see them get closer to net income positive and fix that margin. So anyway, hey Dylan, you got Robinhood too. That's what's up. Um, let's see. Hey, what up, K2? How's it going, man? Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so I appreciate you. Um, yo, Mad Pack said CPB stock. What's this one? The Campbell Soup. Okay, so this company owns like Goldfish and all those like soup brands. Anyway, they just sell like a commodity, but look at the yield. You get a 3.8% dividend yield right here, which is cool. Yeah, meals and beverages and snacks. How's their snacks revenue doing? Well, not good actually. It's down 6%. What about the meals and beverages? Whoa, look at that. It's up 21% year over year. So hey, that's not bad. The net income, ooh, so it's just like it's declining. So what about the margins here? What about the net margins? So yeah, the net margins are just going down. I'd, I'd be careful with that one. I mean, they're not really going anywhere, but oh hey Carlos, this app I'm using is called Mumu. If you want to get it, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the first link there. Yeah, New York. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I try and go through all the stocks here quick. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. I'm reading the YouTube chat and the TikTok chat. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. So if y'all want to support me on TikTok, or for the people on TikTok, if you want to support me, go watch my stream from my YouTube channel. You can also watch it on replay if you want to do that as well. But yeah, someone said, yeah, hey, what up? Duolingo. I'm pitching it for my investment club. Yeah, so Duolingo, I absolutely love this company because they're debt free. They have no debt at all, but that's not why I like them. Most of the revenues for Duolingo comes from their subscription revenue. And check this out. Look at it on a quarterly basis. It's literally at a new record. It hits a new record every quarter. The growth rate, it's up 48% year over year. I mean, it just grows 40% every quarter. Their advertising revenue is up 6%, but again, that's not much of the revenue. So the subscription revenue, which is all reoccurring, is the real winner there. And look at the free cash flow. They're making a boatload of free cash flow and net income as well. And they have a monster balance sheet. So Duolingo for me is one to just buy and hold for the long run. I love them. So yeah, we also have there's some other weird companies. So that's a debt-free company. This is my debt-free watch list. Has anyone heard of like the Opera GX browser? They're actually publicly traded. Palantir has no debt. Celsius, DocuSign. I do own some DocuSign stock. They're a debt-free company. Reddit, Yelp. I own some Yelp as well. Sprouts Farmers Market. That's another one I own. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, hey Rana. This app is called Mumu. Linktree in bio. First link if you want to download it. So here's what up, Troy? TMDX. What's this one right here? So Transmedics. I don't know what this company does, but let's go find out. So let's see. So they sell liver, heart, and lungs, or maybe like a transplant revenue. Let's see. So look at the liver revenue. This is done great. It's up 62% year over year. So that's at a new record. What about the heart revenue? Yeah, that's up 35%. That's some really impressive growth. And the lung revenue, it's up 6%. So hey, not bad. And they're making net income every quarter. I mean, it's only like 6 to 12 million, but still they're net income positive. They're not losing money, and the sales are up 50% year over year. Wow, actually, I do like the growth there. So yeah. Let's see. Maybe you have better insight why Google is down so much here today. Dude, I don't even i- it's just the market right now. Look at this. Google is down, wow, 19% year to date, and we are down 6.72% on them. I mean, the risk to reward is just, not financial advice, just so good on Google. I can't see them going any lower. They're already at an 18 forward PE. I mean, dang, all my other stocks. Constellation Energy's down at $200 right now. We're down here. Well, let me go to my total percent change on every stock here. So look at that. We're now down on Constellation Energy. We're down 6% on Google. If we go to the past month, I mean, our portfolio is just in shambles. We're down 7.35%. Hey, I just like being transparent. So if you appreciate that, let me know. Or, I mean, hit the like button for me. I'd appreciate that. But, yeah, let me know how your portfolio is doing year to date. Let's see. Meta is in a good spot. Yeah, dude, Meta. You know what? Which technology stocks is a good buy and hold for the long run? So Meta and Amazon and Google are my three favorite picks right now. Like you cannot go wrong. If you don't already have exposure to those three, not financial advice, maybe consider them. So here's what's so cool about Meta. They're literally trading at 24 times PE. So that's a fair valuation for literally Meta. That's crazy. For a company that has 3.35 billion daily active users, half the world uses one of their apps every week. And let's see how their family of apps revenue is doing. Literally, it's up 21% year over year. But the best part is actually the net income. The net income was $21 billion, up 50% to a new record. Their net margins, literally 43%. 43% net margins for this company is just, I don't believe it. So they're a great dividend growth company, and they do a ton of buybacks. Yo, what up, David? He said GRMN stock. Let's check it out. GRMN. So this is Garmin. So let's see. Um, yeah, $41 billion company. The stock's done great. They're pretty close to an all-time high. Let's see. So they sell outdoor, fitness, marine. They're in aviation as well. So they're like a diversified company. Let's see. The sales are up 22% year over year. Operating profits up 51, but the net income is down. So that's because I'm guessing they had a one-time adjustment. You see that 500 million of net income quarter? That looks like a one-time adjustment. So it says it's down 20% year over year, but it's actually on the operating profit up 50%. This company deserves to be at all-time highs. They're really growing their bottom line. So they're great. Yeah, not financial advice. Again, yeah, Meta's a great buy, but look at like this stock right here. You could lose a lot of money on a stock, so always have a diversified portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and do your own research. Hey, I don't sell anything. I don't got a course book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. I don't sell any of that. So watch out for people impersonating me. But I do have a YouTube channel. I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So if you want to support me, you can watch the stream from there. You can replay it if you want. Yo, let's get it said. I'm down 24% year to date. Dang, dude. Dude, that sucks, dude. I'm down 8.5% year to date because I'm so tech heavy. And here's my Roth IRA as well. Yeah, we have a small Roth IRA. It's like $700. We're down in here as well. But I mean, honestly, for us long-term investors, this is a good buy the dip opportunity. I am chilling on some cash. Like if you look in the middle of my screen right here, I got $900 of cash. I'm ready to buy some stocks. Are you buying anything tomorrow? Oh, I'm for sure buying something tomorrow. I'll figure it out. I might even sell some stocks to do I dare? Maybe there's a small chance I might sell Disney if I see like an incredible buying opportunity somewhere else, or like I don't even know. I don't want to sell them though. But let's see. Wudo says better sell before everything go down. Hey, that's if you want to trade it. Yeah. Have you heard of AGX, similar to Powell? I have not. Let's check it out. Argan stocks. So they're trading at a 22 PE. So they're like 80% more expensive. So yeah, they're in power services. Yeah, look at that growth. It's up 75% year over year. And the net income is up like crazy as well. Yeah, they're making around the same amount of net income as Powell. What's their market cap? I'm gonna 2 billion, 1.8 billion. Hey, I was close. I'm down 11% on year to date on my Webull account. Hey, that's yo, dang, Chris. Wait. Do you think TTD has a future? So this is Trade Desk right here. So this company, if you're wondering, like, hey, how did this stock like drop so much in one candlestick? Well, they reported earnings, and the earnings were good. They had really good earnings, but they actually lost Netflix as an advertiser. Netflix used to use Trade Desk to find advertisers, but now Netflix dropped them and just does it themselves. So the most recent quarter was amazing, but I guess it's expected to go down from here. But it's literally crazy. The net margin was a 25%. It's up 87% the net income. So I think it's oversold. I think Trade Desk might be a good buying opportunity, possibly. Um, I'm buying Google. I got rid of my Tesla. Yo, that's probably a wise decision. Again, not if we look at Tesla right here, I think Google has so much growth in the future and it's priced properly. Tesla might have a lot of growth in the future, but it's in Google's growing currently. Tesla is not growing currently, and they have a ridiculous net income multiple. They're trading at 129 times net income. And here's the thing for Tesla. 90% of their business comes from their automotive sales. And if we look at this on a quarterly, it's down 5% year over year. So they sold 5% less than they did last year. Add inflation onto that, it's not done so good. So I'd be careful with Tesla. I just wouldn't have a lot of money with that one. CEG dropping herds. Yeah, okay, dude. I feel you. They're my third largest holding. Um, are you shorting anything this week? No, I don't really do much options. I mainly just like buy shares of, great companies, I think. Hey, what up, TJ? What's up, man? How's it going? And Catherine, hey, how's it going? Yeah, hope y'all are having a good night. Yo, good luck tomorrow, dude. Tomorrow is not going to be fun. Just don't open your portfolio tomorrow. Wait for April 2nd before. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day, so it doesn't actually exist, right? So, yeah, Google. Actually, a small little recovery on Google right now. Oh, dude, Meta not, though. Meta's down 2.4%. Yeah, so, drop a like for me. I just like being transparent. If you got any questions for me, let me know in the chat. Also, if you got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know in the chat. I'm reading both TikTok and YouTube. Which broker are you using for Canadian to buy US stocks with lower fees? Yo, it's go. This app right here, you can get in Canada and it has in my opinion, the best fees. It's like the fifth link in my bio if you want to check it out. Yeah, ITS. It's called Moomoo. It's in the link tree in bio. It's like the fifth link, the Canadian one. So here's a company. Eli Lilly. So has anyone heard of Eli Lilly before? They sell like a bunch of different prescriptions, and y'all won't believe this. Look at how diversified that they are, and they have this weight loss prescription. Maybe you've seen advertises for it. It's called Zepbound. Has anyone heard of Zepbound before? Well, this is owned by Eli Lilly, and look at the sales growth. A year ago, it was only 175 million of sales. Now it's literally 1.9 billion in the most recent quarter. And hey, this is like an industry that's supposed to be kind of recession resistant, prescriptions. Hey, what up, Motivation said BYDDF. So I believe that's BYD, right? Um, so yeah, or BY, I'll just type out the full ticker symbol. Or yeah, BYD. So yeah, this company right here, I would way rather own BYD than Tesla. If we did not have tariffs on China, their cars would be everywhere because they're so cheap and they're so good. And that's why Warren Buffett owns this. Warren Buffett's one of the largest shareholders of BYD. Actually, I wonder if we can see that. But anyway, the PE ratio is a 28, which that's reasonable. And they're making a boatload of net income. It was 5.7 billion for the full year 2024, and that's in USD. Anyway, BYD is doing great. Um, what about waste management? Hey, what up, Bill? How's it going, man? So yeah, this is a stock that should also do good, it shouldn't go down too much in a recession. People still got to throw away their trash. And Angel, thanks so much for the rose. I really appreciate you. Hey, yeah, Katie, we'll check out AMD as well. So anyway, look at waste management's net income right here. It's just so consistent. They're just making 500 to 700 million of net income a quarter. They literally just pick up your trash, and that's not going anywhere. All right, so someone just said American Airlines. I don't want to be anywhere near the airline industry right now. Has anyone heard like a bunch of Canadians and people are canceling their airlines or canceling their trips to the U.S.? I don't even know. The American Airlines is one I would avoid. I'd much rather buy a Delta Airlines if I had to pick one. But yeah, airlines will get hurt bad in a recession. People just won't fly. Hey, what up, big mans? How's it going, man? Good to see you. So yeah, look. Oh, here's another great one. This is BRKB, Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, this is part of Warren Buffett's portfolio, or this is like this portfolio that he manages. Has anyone heard of Geico before? Like, look at how diversified that they are. They're in insurance, which is Geico, manufacturing, McLean, pilots. So they're in a lot of different industries. That's what's so cool about Berkshire Hathaway, and they just print money pretty much, like 20 billion a quarter. So incredible. And they're at an all-time high. They've done a lot better than the S&P 500. So yeah. And we can see like if you're looking like what does Warren Buffett own? Well, we can check it out on this app right here. He owns, a lot of the high-yielding dividend stocks like Coca-Cola, Bank of America, Chevron, Moody's, Kraft Heinz. He owns a Lunchables stock. Not too sure why. But here we go. Someone said Amazon. Actually, I got to look at AMD, then we'll look at Amazon. And hey, full transparency, I do own Some AMD stock. I'll pull it up for you. I'm down bad on them. So, hey, drop a like for me. We're down bad on AMD. Our average cost is at $124 a share, and it's at $100 right now in the overnight market. Yikes. Anyway, here's why I like AMD. I'm probably not going to buy too much more of them. I might add like another $100. But look at this. Their PC GPU market share is a 17%. So I like that huge market share to GPUs, and I really like AMD as a data center play. Look at this. Half their revenue comes from their data center business, or 48%. And if we look at it, oh, I guess it doesn't want to load there. Let me check it out. Um, yeah, Lunchables. Yeah, that's owned by Kraft Heinz. Anyway, look at the data center revenue in the most recent quarter. It's at a new record. It's up 69% year over year. So incredible growth on their data center business. That's what's so cool about AMD. The free cash flow was also at a new record. The operating profit was at a record. So their net income had a little one-time adjustment, but yeah, in this amazing balance sheet. Yeah, intern, are we in a recession? I don't know. The real definition is like 2 quarters of declining GDP. Let's see. Oh yeah, so let's go check out Amazon stock. So I own Amazon and I also own AMD. But here's what's so cool about Amazon. They have their AWS business, and this is the most valuable part of Amazon right now because it's high margin for them. Their Amazon Web Services is up 19% to 28 billion. So for the full year 2024, it was 107 billion of revenue. And if we this is why Amazon's so great. The net income was 20 billion in the most recent quarter. So incredible bottom line profits on Amazon. That's why I own them. You know, Amazon's kind of seen as like the new dollar store right now. So yeah, I do own them in my Roth IRA. Big whoop, I got 2 shares, but I would love to buy more of them. So here we go. Can we check what up, Adita? QLGN. So Quail Gen Therapeutics. So this is look in the top right. Please don't buy this company. This whole company is worth 2.8 million. I'm sure someone in here could buy the whole company. But yeah, look, they don't sell anything. The sales are 400,000. Oh, and they lost 2 million in the most recent quarter. That's, half more than half the company. They have more liabilities than assets. So this is like the classic don't this is like what not to buy. Textbook what not to buy. They have no sales, they burn net income, they have a terrible balance sheet, and they're only worth 2 million. Anyway, I would be careful with that one. So, oh hey, Burn, this app right here is called Mumu. If you want to download it, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the very first link there. Yeah, I love all the analysis you can do, and you can see like Nancy Pelosi's portfolio, Buffett's top holdings, yeah, and Nvidia's portfolio. Like Nvidia owns some individual stocks, like APLD. Actually, let me give y'all a quick analysis on APLD. This is a really cool growth company, but they're losing money right now. But look at this right here, specifically the cloud service revenue growth. Look at it on a quarterly basis. A year ago it was 2 million. Now it's 27 million. So Nvidia sees something in this company, and I like the growth there. But again, I wouldn't go all in on this one. They're losing a lot of money right now, so that's really unfortunate. Let's see. KMI. So this is Kinder Morgan. This is an oil and gas transportation stock. I believe you get a K1 tax form if you own this company. So they're an MLP, unfortunately. So just avoid this one. They're one of the few stocks out there that send you a K1 tax form. They're notoriously hard to fill out, and it costed me $300 with an accountant to get it filled out. So I would just not buy this one, in my opinion. But if you do buy them, get a nice little 4% dividend yield, and they've had nice stock price appreciation. Look at that. They're pretty close to an all-time high. So here we go. Novo Nordisk, NVO. So yeah, NVO right here. This is the company that owns Ozempic. It's like a weight loss prescription. A lot of people, like Elon Musk, is on that. But valuation's really low. It's trading at a 21 PE right now. So cheap valuation. And the sales are still growing. The sales are up 23% year over year. So incredible sales growth and incredible profit growth. The net income was 4 billion in the most recent quarter, up 21% year over year. So incredible growth on NVO, in my opinion. And you get a nice little 2% dividend yield with them. So yeah. So let's see. I don't know what this is. COHR. Let's check it out. Yeah, what up, Music Spot? Let's see. So they're a $10 billion company. Huh, Coherent. I've not heard of them. So they're in networking, lasers, and materials. How's their networking revenue? So look at that. That's really good growth. It's up 55% year over year. What about lasers? Up 6%. Materials up 3. Okay, so let's see. Net income was 100 million. Was that real? That was real net income. Wow. So they're exploding in profitability right now, which is a great sign. So actually, I do like that one actually. I like it more than I dislike it. Um, what do you think of Under Armour? Yo, so we know Nike is publicly traded, but did y'all know Under Armour was publicly traded and they're down bad since 2019? I feel bad if you own this company. So yeah, this stock, look at that. They're pretty much at an all-time low right now. That when they started with $36, now they're $6. So they're only worth 2.5 billion. The whole brand of Under Armour is worth 2.5 billion, and yeah, look at that. They're just making no money. They're losing more than they're making, and the sales are down 5%. So Under Armour has lost all growth, and I feel bad because it's like the whole industry right now. I actually just completely sold out of my Nike position. I feel bad, like announcing this. Like I wish Nike would go up after, but yeah, I completely sold out of my Nike position. This one also, look, is at a new multi-year low, and Nike's worth 94 billion. So Under Armour's worth literally 2.5% of Nike's market cap. So yeah. Hey, Big Mans, what's up, dude? Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at, let me know. We'll check them out in the chat here. I'm reading both YouTube and TikTok chats. So yeah, here's SoFi Technologies. I do own this one, so I might be biased. I don't own much in them because they are really risky, but I have 24 shares of SoFi Technologies. They're a fintech. They have their own banking charter. And check this out. Here's what's so cool about SoFi, in my opinion. Look at their financial services revenue. Literally on a quarterly basis, it is up 85% to a new record. So incredible growth of their financial services and incredible growth of their net income. They're literally making net income every quarter when, if we zoom out, they used to lose a bunch of net income every quarter. So, yeah. NASDAQ futures are down 200 points. Yeah, let's go check out my portfolio. Let's see how tomorrow just don't open your portfolio because it's April Fool's Day. But if you do check your portfolio tomorrow, most likely it is going to be very red. And yeah, that's not good. Yeah, our Google is down 1.4, our Meta is down 2%. But hey, if you're a long-term investor, this is a great buy the dip opportunity. Yeah, look at this watch list right here. Geez, everything's red. Nvidia's down 3, Tesla's down 5 right now. Hey, dude. Well, yikes. And SoFi's down 6. Hey, we were just looking at SoFi. They're down 6% right now. Jeez. Look, bonds are up though, so that should be good. The real estate companies should do good, like Realty Income, CubeSmart. They should be up tomorrow. But yeah. Hey, what up, stocks and sports guy? How's it going? Oh, Afar. So it said NIO. So this is Neo right here. I feel bad if you own this stock. I would avoid this company. Look at this. They're pretty much at an all-time low right now, and they kind of deserve to be. So they're only worth $7.5 billion. And look at this net income that they're losing. And they literally lost $1 billion just in the most recent quarter. So this is a company I would just avoid. But before I consider them, they need to start making some profits because they're just burning investors' money right now. So yeah, they lost 1/7 of the company in the most recent quarter of net income, and they're diluting you. So that's one I would be super careful with. Uh, hey, what up, sports guy? Broadcom is at 168. Really, dude, I really might consider buying Broadcom. It's a kind of stock that would fit in my portfolio. I might buy them in my Robinhood account. But yeah, check this out. Um, Here's what I like about Broadcom, in my opinion. A lot of people know them for their semiconductor business, but I like Broadcom for their infrastructure software. Check this out. A year ago it was 1.9 billion. Now it's 6.7 billion, up 50% year over year. So incredible growth of their infrastructure software and incredible growth of their profits. The free cash flow was 6 billion, up 28% year over year. Incredible free cash flow growth. So Broadcom's, they're kind of related to Nvidia, but I think that infrastructure software I like how that's growing more than their semiconductor business. Diversifies them. Where do you see the Pelosi stocks? Oh, hey, internalize. Yeah, you go to the Discover tab, and then it's right here. I have a tutorial on how to use this app in the link tree in my bio. Check this out. Like, you can see Nancy Pelosi's portfolio. She owns Salesforce. Look what she just bought. She just bought PayPal, Comcast, Interactive Brokers. She's been buying a lot of weird stuff. Oh, wait, tomorrow's the 31st? I didn't know there was a 31st. Dang it. So, thanks for actually letting me know that. So tomorrow's not April 1st, so it's on Wednesday then. So it's on Wednesday we get the big news. Yeah, April 2nd's the day to watch out for. Hopefully we price everything in. Hopefully the market is pricing all the bad news in right now, and the market's just up for the rest of the week. Because look at that, we're literally down 1%. Like, that's a move. Like, the S&P 500 would be down 1% in one day. Like, but just for the overnight market, that is not good. We gap down hard. Yeah, dude, that's not great. So, what should I do with my Tesla? Yo, Pumpkin said, dude, Tesla, I don't know how, not financial advice. This is just one I would not add more of. I don't know what to do with it, but I would just not add more to Tesla, in my opinion. Look at their automotive sales. The main segment of revenue for Tesla is actually down 5% year over year, but there is some hope. You know, they have their other businesses. Like, look at their energy generation business. This is nuts. It's up 112% year over year. So this is growing incredibly, but again, it's only 10% of their sales. They have like their robots. I want to see that actually make revenue before we start just pre-pricing that in. The 130 PE is just so expensive, so I can't pay that. It's a good wait out, wash out if Nasdaq goes down another 5 or 8. Yep. Hey, what's up? What do you think about investing in car companies? Yeah, there's only one car company I'd actually own, and I'm so close to buying this one. I hope they tank. I pray this stock falls because this is Ferrari, by the way. Ticker symbol race. Ferrari's publicly traded, and their customer, all the super rich people, the Ferrari's main customer, they don't really get into a recession. They're fine either way. If we go into recession, they're fine. And they're making an incredible amount of net income, 400 million. It's up 23% year over year. You get a dividend as well. So Ferrari's one I want to own. I hope tariff fears make them go down. Yo, Internice, please don't spam, bro. Please. Oh, um, hold on. So yeah, let's check this out right here. Stock IBM. Yeah, what's up, red or green? Let's check out IBM right here. Yeah, we'll check out Roku. Don't worry. We will check out Roku. I got you. So we'll look at IBM, then we'll check out Roku. So here's what's really cool right here. On IBM, even at all-time highs pretty much, you get a 2.7% dividend. So on IBM, you get a nice little yield here. And they're diversified. They're in software, consulting, infrastructure, financing. So the operating profits when you want to look at here. So they're doing great. They're making a lot of money. And IBM is also a quantum play. Like, I hear a lot of people talking about the quantum stocks. My favorite quantum stocks are actually Google, IBM, and Microsoft. Those are, I would avoid the IONQ, RGTI, just buy IBM and Google. They have the money and the talent to be the industry leaders. So let's go check. Oh, yeah, Roku right here. So actually, let's go back over here. If we go to, has anyone heard of Kathy Wood before? So check this out. Kathy Wood, she actually owns some Roku stock. And here's what's kind of cool about Roku. They sell you a TV for break even, and then they really make money as you subscribe to their subscription and you stay on their platform and their fees. So check this out. We can see right here, devices, that's their TV sales. That's only 15% of their business. Look at their platform revenue, though. This is the real winner. In 2019, it was nothing, 700 million. Now it's 3.5 billion. So Roku's been really smart. But again, the stock price has just been it's been hurt so bad because they just now, well, actually they're not making net income yet, but they're just still losing money. They're losing a lot every quarter. So I just want to see them get net income positive. But the free cash flow is good, and I like the sales growth. Oh, hey, D. Kimmy, what's up? This app right here is called Mumu. If you want to download it, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the very first link there. I love all the analysis you can do. Like someone said, thoughts on Hood. So yeah, let's do some analysis on Robinhood, for example. Here's what's so cool about this app. Like we can see the net cumulative funded accounts, 25 million. The sales growth on Robinhood is crazy, actually. Yeah, look at the revenue right here. They beat on all metrics. They beat on EBITDA, they beat on revenue and net income. And they literally, here's why people are starting to take Robinhood serious. They used to lose net income every quarter. Now they're making net income every quarter. So Robinhood's really turned things around. And I have a Robinhood account, so I'm a customer as well. And I do own some Robinhood stocks, so I might be biased. But yeah, I'm looking at our Robinhood portfolio. Drop a like for me. We're down 1% right now. Yeah, I just like being transparent on here. If you got any questions for me, let me know. Like, look at us. I'll show you year to date. Yo, we're down bad. We are down 8.5% year to date, 3% the past year. So, yeah, that's just one of our portfolios. Let's see. Is it worldwide? So this. Oh yeah, this app I'm using right here is only for the U.S. and Canada. So if you're not in those, or in China, but yeah, I feel bad. Let's see. SLNO. Let's check this one out. Oh, we could look at Tempest AI as well. Oh, and APO. What up, Motivation? Yo, what's up, dude? So here's Seleno Therapeutics. Look at them. They just gapped up right here. I'm guessing they just got like FDA approval on whatever they're selling because and they're worth 3.3 billion. And if we go to the revenue, so yeah, look at that. They sell nothing right now. They have no sales, but I'm guessing they just literally got FDA approved. I don't know. They're losing a lot of money. They have a good balance sheet though. So hey, That's the good news there. I'd have to do some more research on the context of why they went up. But let's look at APO stocks. So Apollo Global Management. So they're like an asset manager. Looks like the stock's done crazy since 2019. They're up like 3x. You get a 1.3% dividend with the company. Let's see. Retirement services. So cool. The net income. Yeah, look at that. They're just making easily over 1.5 billion of net income every quarter. So they're very consistent with their net income. Yeah, so cool. How many shares do you own on Hood? I don't own many shares. Oh yeah, this is my Robinhood portfolio right here. We're down 1% on the day. Maybe you mean my Hood position. So yeah, if we go to my Webull account right here, yeah, this is my other account. Hey, again, this is why you don't listen to me. I'm not an expert. We're down 15% all time in here. So and again, I don't sell anything. I don't got a course book, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram. I don't got none of that. So watch out for people impersonating me. But yeah, we do have 5 shares of Robinhood. I've been taking a lot of profits on them, but I want to buy more of them. I really like Robinhood. Let's see here. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at, we'll check them out. I'm reading both the YouTube and the TikTok chat. And if you guys want to support me, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. If you missed anything, want to replay it, um, I just really appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, you don't have to watch the stream. But anyway, here's Tempest AI. They're down, or they were down 7% on Friday. Nancy Pelosi's husband actually took a big stake into Tempest AI recently. And there's in a very niche industry, they're in the genomics business. And look at this. The sales are up 31% year over year. It's doing incredible. And this is the real winner here, the data and services revenue. It's up 45%, literally to a new record. So incredible growth there. And if we look at the net income, in the most recent quarter, they only lost 13 million. Normally they lose a lot more, but they only lost 13 million. So they're getting their losses under management. Yo, what up, free me? He said, Micron. Yeah, wait, is that MU? So yeah, wait, yeah, Micron Technology. So yeah, I own AMD, but this is one I would happily own instead of AMD. They're at a way cheaper valuation. Geez, they're literally trading at a 21 times net income. And look at their compute and networking revenue. I mean, this is the largest segment of business. It's up 108%. 108% growth is literally, nuts. And they deserve the hype. And look at this net income. They're making a lot of net income every quarter. When if we look at last year, look, they used to lose net income every quarter last year. So they've really turned things around, making profits every quarter. So yeah, Micron, and you get the nice dividend with them as well. So they're cool. Hey, what up, EAO? What's up, dude? Yeah, what up, man? What do you think of? Oh wait, BWXT. Let's check this one out. BWXT. So BWX Technologies. The stock's done pretty decent. Let's check out the fundamentals here. So government operations. So let's see how that's doing. It's up, or it's actually down 1% year over year. What about the net income? So the net income's up 7. That's not bad. Sales are up 3, but net income's up 7. That means they're improving their net margin, which is a good sign. You get a 1% dividend with this company. They're not bad. Nothing's really blowing me away, but they're not bad. Why do each app have different types of data? Hey, yeah, if you want to download any of these apps right here, they're all in the link tree in my bio. Like this one right here is called Robinhood. This is a very simple app right here. It's where I have my Roth IRA. If you want to get this one, it's called Robinhood. It's the second link in the link tree in my bio. So let's see here. Let's see. CTM. Oh, someone said, can you check SPY, please? Check the S&P 500. Yeah, I'll show you this really quick. So yeah, here's the S&P. They're down 0.74% right now. NVIDIA's down 2. This is why tomorrow's not going to be great. Tesla's down near 5%. So yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be a great buy the dip opportunity. So let's see. SE, please. What up, Catherine? How's it going? Let's check out ticker symbol SE. So this is SEA. Wow, that stock whoa, it went berserk in 2020. Let's see. They've done really great here the past couple weeks, though. What industry are they in? I don't know. They have active users, though. They have 618 quarterly active users. Not bad. So they're in the e-commerce industry. Wow, look at their e-commerce revenue. That's incredible. It's up 34% year over year. So that's some really good e-commerce growth. Digital finance is up 21. Digital entertainment is down 17, but that's only 11% of their business. So the majority of them are growing like crazy. Wow. And they're profitable now. They made 200 million of net income in the most recent quarter. And yeah, that was real net income. That wasn't some like gap adjustment, and the sales are up 36%. I'll add them to my watch list. Actually, I really like C. They have a good balance. Yeah, kind of leveraged, but Not bad. Hey, yeah, thanks for all the follows. Yeah, if you want to hit the follow button, we literally go live every day, twice a day. So tomorrow we'll be doing 2 live streams. I stream on YouTube and TikTok. So I appreciate if you want to follow either one. Um, what is SPXL? What up, Stanley? SPXL. So this is the 3x bull ETF. So yeah, whenever the S&P 500 moves 1%, this moves 3%, whether it goes up or down. So this was down 6% the most recent day. Yikes. Oh, look, we can kind of see the futures. It's down 0.76. Yeah. Man, this is insane. Why is it down? Yeah, dude. Probably pricing in, the tariff fears from April 2nd. This is, yeah. Hopefully, hopefully, like, the overnight market is like, since it's so low volume, it's like oversold right now because there's not much order book. So maybe tomorrow when the market opens, we'll like have a little rally. I'm not sure, but that would be cool to see. But I'm being hopeful here. All our stocks are down right now. The only reason this stock is not down is because there's no volume today yet. So let's see. Rolls Royce. Yeah. So did y'all know RYC? Oh, it's RYCEY. Okay, I found the ticker symbol. No way. So, did y'all know Rolls Royce was publicly traded? And they actually don't mainly sell cars. Rolls Royce is mainly in the aerospace industry. Check this out: civil aerospace. They're in defense. They sell like engines for like airplanes and stuff. And look at the net income right here. They made for the full year 2024 $3 billion of net income USD. So yeah, they're cool. Um, let's see. Can you look what up? HD said ONDS. What's this one? Ondas Holdings. I've not heard of this one before. Dang, the stock is close to an all-time low. They're only worth $100 million. So this is $100 million company. Are they selling anything? So the revenue was 4 million and they lost 10 million. So they lost 10% of the whole company in the most recent quarter, of market cap. So that's yikes, man. I'd be careful. I'd actually avoid that one. Not financial advice again. I'm not an expert. You could lose a lot of money on a stock. So always do your own research. Let's see. How about what up? Christ is King said PEP Pepsi. What's up, dude? So Pepsi is a great dividend growth company, and they're a staple. They own Frito Lay. They have a 3.5% dividend. So if you buy this stock, you just get a 3.5% return in dividends every year, which is very cool. And the PE is really cheap. Pepsi's trading at 21 times net income. So that's one to just hold for the long run. No reason to sell out of Pepsi. They own Cheetos. They own Cheetos, Doritos. A lot of cool. Yeah, I buy their stuff all the time. So, what up, Tijo? OYY. What's this one right here? Wait, OYY. Is it Propnex? Let me know if it's Propnex. I'll check it out. TSLQ. What is this one? TSLQ. Is this like a Tesla ETF? So yeah, this is just a Tesla. This is a leveraged Tesla ETF. So yeah. So whenever Tesla goes down, this goes down 2x, and whenever it goes up by 2x. So yeah. Okay, cool. It's Propnex. All right. OYY. Because yeah, they're I don't even know what country this is. Let me I don't know what flag that is. This might an SGX. So they're on the SGX stock exchange. Huh. So anyway, the stock is wow. The stock is at an all-time high. So I hope you own them. Congrats if you own them because they're doing amazing. So they're an agency, project marketing, administrative. So I mean, the net income was only 30 million, but there must be some good news because the stock's at an all-time high. Stock's going nuts. There we go. JEPQ is better. Hey, JEPQ is a cool covered call ETF. Yo, what up, Zio? How's it going, man? What about Nvidia this week, dude? Yeah, Nvidia. Let's do some analysis on Nvidia. So their stock is at like 106 right now. Actually, let me go back to Robinhood real quick on the overnight market. Let's see where Nvidia is at. So Nvidia is at $106 right this second. So the valuation is so like historically low for Nvidia, especially the forward PE. Look at their PC GPU market share. Nvidia has an 18% market share. Their automotive revenue is at a new record, and the bottom line is crazy. 22 billion of net income just in the most recent quarter. So ridiculous amount of net income. The sales are up 77%. So I wouldn't sell out of Nvidia if I own them. Palantir. Yeah, what up, OBJ? So Palantir, I like this one, but the valuation's a little too high for me to buy into them, but they deserve the high PE ratio because Palantir literally has no debt whatsoever. Palantir is a debt-free company. And check this out. Look at their government revenue. The government loves them. So many police stations use their software because their government revenue is up 41% and their commercial revenue is up 31%. So yeah, Palantir is a great growth company, but no debt. No debt and 5.23 billion of cash, and that cash makes them a lot of interest. So, Burnsy said, "Will Uber go up this week?" I don't know if it'll go up this week because a lot of stocks are, not doing good in the overnight market. But Uber is one that I do like, and I would consider buying into them because check this out. The valuation is starting to get really attractive. Look at their active users. They have 171 million monthly active users. That's crazy. And they're still growing. Look at their mobility revenue. The mobility revenue is up 25%, which is very nice. And the delivery revenue is up 21%. So that's like Uber Eats, for example. And the free cash flow is off the chain, over $1 billion of free cash flow every quarter. The net income is starting to explode. So Uber is one that I would hold for the long run. Uh, wait. Oh, yo. What was that cheap stock you said earlier? The 1.15. Oh, Catherine, I do not remember. If you go to my YouTube stream, you could replay it. I don't know what 1.5 was. Dang it. I'm good at normally remembering. I'm not too sure there, Catherine. I apologize. But yeah, if y'all want to rewatch the stream or anything, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok right now. Yeah, if y'all just want to support me, the main way to support me is to just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to that. And my TikTok account this account I'm on right now has been banned 3 times. So, Nathan, were you ever able to get rid of that Doge you got from Robinhood? Yeah, I contact support. They don't let you sell it for a month. That's what happened there. What up, Sermon? So yeah, let's look at some more stocks here. Which industries do you think will perform well in 2025? I think like restaurants might do decent, like a McDonald's, insurance, utilities maybe. So yeah, here's CrowdStrike right here. This is a great cybersecurity name. So yeah, if you're looking, even cybersecurity, I think cybersecurity might be a good industry. So here's CrowdStrike right here. As AI gets better, people can hack better, and we need cybersecurity to defend us. And look at this. The sales are incredible. The sales are up 25% year over year to a new record. Incredible growth on CrowdStrike. And I believe if you go to Nancy Pelosi's portfolio, I think she just bought the dip on them. Yeah, look at that. CrowdStrike is 3.3% of her portfolio. So cool. It might have been OYY. I don't think so, with the 1.5 or maybe it was this one. Yeah, this is not an American company. I don't know if you kind of look in the SGX, that might be a China stock. I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Tio. Can you look at Suncor Energy, ticker symbol SU? Yeah, let's check it out. Suncor Energy. So this is a Canadian stock, and look at that. They're in the oil and gas industry, I'm assuming. What's the dividend? So you get a 4% dividend. Oh, hey, this app right here, Mark, is called Moomoo. If you want to download this app, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the first link there. You get some stocks as well if you sign up. It's a free app, but if you deposit. So anyway, here's this right here because, they're an oil and gas stock. Wait. There we go. Sorry, yeah. So most of the revenue comes from their refining and marketing, oil sands. So if we go to the bottom line right here, the net income, it did just fall to 500 million. Was that real? So they had a one-time adjustment. Anyway, yeah, that was a one-time adjustment. They're normally making over $1 billion of net income every quarter. So yeah, SU is pretty cool. Well, they're Canadian. What are your thoughts on Lockheed Martin and Amazon? So you know what? Out of those two, I'll pick Amazon because Amazon's the better buy. If I had to pick Lockheed Martin or Amazon, I'd rather pick Amazon. This company, I'm gonna just go quick with this. Look at the net income. This is why I like them. The net income was 20 billion in the most recent quarter. Incredible net income. If we zoom out, they used to sometimes lose net income, but now they've really turned things around. They're way more profitable. They have so many mini businesses inside one, like the Amazon Web Services. Look at the growth of this. It's over 100 billion of revenue now. Yo, Dry Bones, I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, if you want to support me, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Oh, hey, Dot, this app I'm using is called Moomoo. If you want to get it, it's in the link tree in my bio. It's the first link there. Oh, yeah, it's where I like to park my idle cash. Like, if you look in the middle of my screen, I got $960 of cash. Earned you a nice little 4.10% yield. You can track all these, like, super investors' portfolio. And, yeah. And if you deposit $100, I think you get some stocks. So anyway, let's look at some more stocks here. BEKE. What's this one right here? Oh, and all the cool analysis. Like, let's go do some analysis on BEKE. So this is a Chinese company. So yeah, we'll switch their currency from Chinese to US dollars. Let's see, number of stores. Wow, so they have 51,000 stores. Monthly active users, it actually is down 6.5%, but 43 million new home transactions. So, oh, this is like a home builder kind of. So in US dollars, they're making like 50 to 200 million of net income. That's actually not bad. Probnex, oh, that's a Singaporean company with real estate agents. Okay, hey, thanks for that motivation. Hey, so yeah, that stock you were talking about earlier, TJO, I think was they're Singaporean. Nice. Um, what's this next stock? PACB. What up, Catherine? Yeah, we'll look at Snow as well. They're like Palantir's competitors. So Pacific Biosciences of California. So yeah, if you look at the top right, this company's only worth $300 million. This is a very small company. Yeah. So consumable revenue, how's that doing? Um, so anyway, though, only worth 300 million. Okay, so that's not terrible. Oh, nope, it was a one-time adjustment because if we look at the operating profit, they lost 63 million, and in net income they only lost 2 million. Well, they actually lost a lot more net income than that. And the sales are down 32% year over year. Yeah, no, I would just avoid that one. That one looks really risky. Oh yeah, so here's Snowflake right here. There's some really good news, but there's also some really bad news about Snowflake. So it's kind of like a mixed bag here. Check this out. If we look at their sales right here, this is the good news. It's ridiculous. The annual growth in 2020, it was 250 million. Now it's 900 million just in the most recent quarter. So incredible growth of their sales. It's up 27% to a new record. But here's the bad news. If we look at the net income, their profits, they're actually losing over 300 million a quarter, and the trend really isn't getting better. So I'd like to just see them fix their net margins right here. Would you consider SGov? Oh yeah, so that's just treasury bonds. If you look at ticker symbol SGOV, this is literally just treasury bonds. You 0 to 3 month treasury bonds, and look at that. If you look at the stock price, it looks like it just goes straight up. That's because this it reinvests the dividend. If the actual stock price, it doesn't actually look like that, by the way. If we go to SGOV on Robinhood, this is what it actually looks like. It just adds the 5% little yield you get. So you get 5% of your money back through a treasury. It's taxed at short-term capital gains because it's interest income, but they don't pay a qualified dividend, but they're very safe as you can get. It's treasury bonds. Can you explain how the S&P's 10% annual growth works, please? Or yeah, so ticker symbol SPY, basically historically, this ETF right here, just the S&P 500 historically returns to you 7 to 8% of your money back every year. So, with the stock market, this isn't like a get rich quick thing. I just want to do this. I want to turn $100 into 107, and then the next year turn the 107 into 125. Grow at 7% every year. That's kind of what I like. Not financial advice. So again, you could lose a lot of money. Like look at this stock right here. I'm down a lot of money. So don't just take my advice. I'm not an expert. But what? Oh, hey, Will, this app right here I'm using is called Mumu. If you want to download, it's in the link tree in bio. First link there. It's where I like to park my idle cash. Like if you look in the middle of my screen, I got $960 of cash. I'm ready to buy the dip. And you can. Oh yeah, Catherine said Kathy Wood bought. Really? So Kathy Wood bought that stock. We could go to her portfolio right here. Oh, she bought Block and Meta. Actually, let's go look at XYZ stock. Has anyone heard of Cash App? Well, Cash App is actually owned by XYZ right here. Check that out. Look, Cash App is 67% of the business. Are they profitable? Yeah, look at that. They're making 2 to 3, 500 million of net income a quarter. So actually, Cash App's not doing too terrible. The stock price hasn't done too good, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, this app it's called Mumu. Linktree in bio. It's the first link if you want to get this app. And if you deposit $100, I think you get some stocks as well. It'll give us both some stocks, so I'd appreciate that. It's an affiliate link. Full disclaimer. But it's a free app, though. You don't even have to. Let's see. We'll look at a few more stocks. I actually got to run, so I really appreciate y'all being here. If you want to hit the follow button, I literally go live every day, twice a day. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing 2 live streams for sure. Yeah, Christ, he said CAT stock. So this is Caterpillar. This is a great dividend growth company. You get a 1.6% dividend yield. And look at the PE. They're trading at 15 times net income. So that's a historically low valuation. They're in energy and transportation, construction, resource, and look at the net income. It's just 2 to 3 billion every quarter. And then, they pay a lot of that out in dividends. They do share buybacks. So yeah, that's Caterpillar. Will you go into Palantir soon? Palantir, I like them, but that's not one. I I probably wouldn't own Palantir. I mean, unless they get really cheap. Like I need to see them fall like like 20 to 25%, like a 60 to $70 Palantir. So Palantir is really cool though. Again, they're debt free. Palantir has no debt, and the government just loves them. A bunch of police stations use Palantir. The government revenue is up 41% to a new record. So just the most incredible growth on Palantir. They deserve the high PE. Well, let me check their PE. Actually, if we look at the price to sales, if we look at the sales right here, we're now doing a multiple on their revenue. So now we're not doing a multiple on their net income. We're doing a multiple on their revenue, which is like something you shouldn't do. Um, but the price to sales is a 70. So they're trading at 70 times sales. So anyway, the valuation is for. I'm a financially disciplined person. For the theme of my portfolio, I just couldn't buy that one. I don't think right now. Here's my portfolio, by the way. I own a lot of dividend growth companies. Every stock in here pays a dividend, so I love dividend companies. A lot of these are like dividend growth companies. Like I'm not buying Meta for the dividend. I'm really buying them for the stock price appreciation. XYZ and PayPal, I can't explain these drops. Yeah, I don't know. The whole fintech industry is, I don't know. Maybe they just expect like total payment volume to go down because that's what PayPal loves. Actually, let me go to PayPal real quick. Yeah, look at them on the weekly. Yikes, their stock is down bad since 2019. But look at this. So yeah, total payment volume was 437 billion, just nuts here. But if we look at the net income was actually down 20% year over year. But still, they're making pretty much a billion of net income every quarter, and the valuation is super low historically. A 16 PE on PayPal. What in the world? They do crazy buybacks. They literally buy back 5 to 6% of the company a year. I'm actually going to add that one to the watch list because they're, I like that app. Um, yeah, hey, Christ, I already looked at CAT, but yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you want to download any of these apps, this app right here is called Moomoo. It's in the link tree in bio. It's the first link. This app right here is called Robinhood. It's the second link in my bio, or you can just type it in the App Store. It's called Robinhood. But anyway, if you want to hit the follow button, if you just want to support me, the best way is to support me is just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm streaming on there as well. You can replay the stream if you missed anything. And I make YouTube videos all the time. If you want to see my entire stock portfolio, I just did a stock portfolio update. I go over my Roth IRA, my taxable account, all my dividend income. So yeah, go watch my most recent YouTube video. I'm always transparent on here. So anyway, y'all are the best. I hope you have a great rest of your night.